Hi, y'all. Trying to make sure I get everything up. Almost ready to get going. Rock and roll. There's something bright pink going on here. I don't know why there's a pink thing. It shows like a flamingo or something. I'm not working on a flamingo tonight. Alright. It always takes a few minutes to set this up. And I think we've got it going. So I think we're good. Hi, Pam. Yay, we are all set, guys. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm excited. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Carla. Hi, I think that's my official nickname, although I don't have a sash and I don't have a crown. I should make myself one, right? Hi, guys. Hi, Debbie. Venus. Awesome. All right. Okay, so we are all about ladybugs this week. We've got ladybugs coming everywhere. Even my son's school has ladybugs, where they're like these cute little larva things that you look like you want to squish, except for then you remember that they're larva ladybugs. Ladybug larva. So that's going to be cool. So hi, Cindy. Hi, Janet. So we're going to get started in just a second. Give everybody just a moment. This one's not going to take too long. I just kind of put a different spin on it. And of course, you guys already knew that I chopped off the head. I'm into that kind of like savagery. So here we're going to work with this little guy's head right here. He looks so happy to have you know, to be headless and have absolutely no body. So, yeah. So I'm excited. I already have all the mesh cut and everything else. And I can't wait to get to the wings over here, too. And then I decided we're going to try and experiment. Oh, yeah. You guys like my finger? That's some awesome hardware right there, isn't it? So, yeah. Yeah, Kathy. You know, somebody told me the other day, they're like, Isabel, it's only going to be a little bit of time before it happens, and you do it. And sure enough, I was using the scissors. As a matter of fact, you can kind of see the scrape. Well, maybe not, but there's a scrape right here, and you can kind of see a little dent where the scissor left the board and obviously went across my finger. So it took about 10 minutes, but we got the bleeding to stop. So I'm good to go. I tried to hide it from my husband. I wasn't too successful. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Real quick, those of you that are tuning in, if you use code SPARKLES when you go to uniqueinthecreek.com, then you can save 10% on your purchase. If I knew that I could get this guy's head, like, reliably, I would love to turn this one into kits. I can turn it into kits, but it would have a bow head instead of, like, this head. I'm working on it. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to help y'all out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. My finger's not feeling better today, but that's okay. We gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. So that's not a big deal. So I did create some extra holes here, and I know his head's like flopping back and forth right now, but once we get all the mesh and everything up here, it should stay nice and straight. But out on the outside where all the original leaf holes were, I just used my scissors to make extra holes right next to them. I really do need to, Ito says he's going to look for a girl drill for me because I'm scared of his big drill. So I don't want to use it. Hi, Linda. All right, I am going to push this guy's down for you. There you go. Let's come in a little bit. All right. And that way I know kind of where to work at. Okay, so right about here. There. Okay, all right, so we're going to work with that. We're going to work with that. I cut all the mesh at 8 inches. For ruffles, that's usually what I do, is I do for 8 inches, and that's what we're going to do with this guy here. We're not going to start with the red right now, though. I want to start with the body center. And I'm just going to do a black line straight down here, and then do like a little black sideways here to kind of open it up like the wings would be. But then I've got a little twist on how we're going to put his black spots on, or her black spots. It looks like a hem though, so we're going to go with a hem. I know, I saw that, Janet, and I need to go back and look at the live because I was about to log off on Facebook, and right as I was about to log off, that's when I saw the drill show up. but I couldn't get the volume turned on, and so I missed which drill Monkey said she was using, but it looked like something lightweight, like something I would feel comfortable using. So I gotta check it out. Hi, Joanne. All right. And this is such an easy little thing to do here too. Like these little ruffle wreaths are not difficult. And that's why I like showing them to you guys, because it is something that everybody can do, but it's still something that's going to be unique. So again, even the black mesh is cut at 10 inches, and it is a metallic mesh because I do like to have a little bit of extra sparkle. You can use plain deco mesh, that's fine, but this is a metallic one. So, and we're not going to use wood circles on him tonight. Now this is a theory, because I worked it out in my head, and inside my head it worked out really good. So we're going to see if it continues to work out in practice. So in concept. Hi, Linda. The brand, I missed it. Yeah, I want to know the brand too. So I'm going to have to go back. I probably won't go back tonight, because I'll be honest, it's been a long week, guys. I'm probably going to go to bed after this. Yeah, the finger is not feeling much better, but that's okay. Okay, I see what I did here. I need to put one extra one in here. You see how this one, because I'm using this for red and red here, but I also want to use it for the black going down the middle. And if you're using 4-inch zip ties, you'll be able to get both zip ties in with absolutely no problems. Down here, I kind of went for the 8-inch because I was a little concerned, but it looks like we might be able to get away with 4 too. I'm not too worried about it. Since it's black, it's going to be covered up in the first place. So, my brain is totally fried today. What the heck did I do? Gosh, Lord bless my soul. Oh, I see what I did. Told y'all I need some blessings up in this house. All right, I did do it. Oh, that's the tricky part though, when you get all these things in here. Where'd you get his head at? It's going to be that same situation, guys. I got a pillow pet, and I cut that booger's head off, and I threw away the body. That way it could never be found. So, no, but seriously, it is a pillow pet head, generation 1. So, that's the reason I was able to get it so cheap. Otherwise, I wouldn't. So, and on eBay. So, and yesterday the finger, I will have to say that now that I have this little thing on here, my little hardware, the finger is feeling better in the sense that it's completely immobilized and I can't move it. So after I went to the doctor today, they hooked me up, and it feels a lot better than the little dowel rod. I had taken one of my dowel rods and cut it to fit below my finger, and then I put gauze on top of where the wound was. Did I put this in backwards? It feels like it, yep. I put gauze on top of where the wound was at, and just basically wrapped it up with masking tape, because that's all I had on hand, y'all. You got to make it work. So I used my dowel rod as a splint. All right, let's ruffle this guy up. The only problem is that little finger's getting stuck on the mesh a little bit. All right, there we go. I'm about to have to take this jacket off too. That way it doesn't get... Why do I keep putting this in backwards? Bless my heart. There we go. You'll realize right away too when you put it in backwards, guys, because as soon as you put it in, it's going to pop right back out at you. Luckily, I've got this thing on and it can't hurt me. So, there we go. I like his little head too. His little head. Hi Betsy. His little head, I'll have to show you. He's got little black freckles on it. That's adorable. I'm going to have to do another search on YouTube and see if I can't get a hold of some more. So, yeah. This guy's not going to take long. Hi, Diana. Alright, we're going to put this here. Alright. And I did spray paint the board. Zip ties came in afterwards, so the zip ties aren't spray painted, but that's okay. Not a problem. I mean, a part of me kind of wants to go back and spray paint them or paint them, but I'm not going to do it. It's just going to bother me and simmer. I know that little head is cute. Yeah. So, all right. Almost done with the black going down the middle. Okay, right. I think I did the same thing. It's hard to see sometimes when you're going straight down the middle with the big fat ones here. This time I know I'm not going to put it in. I missed putting this one in. I'm not going to put it in backwards this time. There we go. We're good. All right. Because those ones are wider apart, it's easy to forget about them. But that's okay because as soon as you get down to it, it'll be easy to find. There we go. So what happened to me last time, I couldn't find it and kept taking it out. All right. And I'm working on a couple of ideas that I'm working on. I ordered some beautiful peacock mesh. So I'm working on that one, trying to find an appropriate head that I want to use as well. I know! I love it too. Yeah, I did spray paint the board red. Everybody can tell you I love spray painting everything. So sometimes I even get to spray paint the zip ties. So not always, but sometimes. I got a cool new thing too. I finally bought the, I don't know if anybody else has it on here too, but I finally got a hold of the impulse sealer that Lori has. Oh my God. It is so awesome sauce. Holy cow. I've been playing with it for 2 days now, getting the kits ready and getting everything cut for everyone to ship out. So I got the head on eBay. It's a Generation 1 pillow pet. So Generation 2 is too expensive. I'm not gonna pay 25 bucks for a head, especially because I'm just gonna tear it off the body. Well, honestly, painting the zip ties came about on accident, guys, for me. Some people might do it naturally, but for me it was a complete accident in the sense that I just kind of did it after the zip ties were in, and I was like, hey, that actually kind of looks good. So, oh yeah, oh my gosh, how are you feeling, Nancy? I'm assuming they gave you lots of pain medication for that. I would hope so anyway. In theory, this is going to work, y'all. Oh no. Hi, Vicki from Missouri. Did you see that? I did. And it's a great job. It's an absolute great job. Derica did a fantastic job making the peacock head. I'm just looking for something a little different, but I love how the lines are sewn because Derica has some good workmanship. She has good workmanship. She really does. Everything she makes is gorgeous and beautiful. So I just kind of want to get a pillow and keep ripping heads off, honestly. But I can't find a peacock pillow, guys. And you know I've been trying. All right, so we're going to see how that goes right there. I think once we add the rest of the mesh in here, I think we'll be golden. And then my purpose here is this is going to be squished in together further anyway, and that's how I want it. I want it squished in further. So here's the thing. We're going to start adding red ruffles. But as we're adding red ruffles, and again, this is all kind of an experiment, so we're going to see how it turns out. I kind of created these rose centers. I just took 3 pieces of mesh, cut 8 inches, and then just zip tied them all together to create the rose center. That's kind of what I want to be my, like where my little wooden things would go. In theory, it's going to work. I'm going to put the first one over here. So when we fill in this space over here, we'll find out if it's going to work or not. So, but I'm thinking here, and then probably somewhere here, and then maybe right around down here somewhere. So, but we'll start off with the first one. I want to use that first one right in here, and we'll see what happens with it. So that's the theory. That's the concept. Oh, so did they give you pain medication, Nancy? They've got to. Certainly they wouldn't let somebody be in pain, right? I mean, you wouldn't think so. All right, so we're going to come in here, and let's see here. We're going to start right over here. All right. It's a little tight once you have all this mesh in there, and it doesn't help that I've got this weird little finger here. So, what do we got there? Okay. Yeah, somebody mentioned keeping your hand higher than your heart yesterday, and that actually helped. So, helped stop the bleeding because it popped itself open again the moment I bit my knuckle. No. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I suppose if you change your mind about the pain medication, you could always call them back, and I bet you they'd call it in for you. Ah, get off my finger. I should have put a glove on that hand. I'm just going to have to be very careful with the mesh, because y'all know mesh doesn't like to be played with too much. You got to be careful with it. All right, we're almost to that point over there, so we're going to see how that goes in a second. All right, we got that one. Let's see here. Making sure I don't miss any. All right, we got some right there too. All right. Which one? Mine? Oh, you know me, Nancy. I just like to slice things open. Honestly, you know, I figured, you know, I'm just going to slice my finger open, and I'm going to see if the color of the blood is richer or lighter than the color of the deco mesh we're working with. Nah, that was a complete accident what I did. All right. It doesn't really matter which one you fill in as long as you kind of don't hopscotch all over the place. All right. And I'm taking them off as we go, because once you get all these ruffles in here, it is going to be so hard to try to, you know, move things around. Hi, Marianne. How do I cut my mesh? In this case, because it's just simple ruffles and because the finished ends are already showing, I just used a rotary cutter for this one. For the sunflowers, then now that I have my impulse sealer, I've been using the impulse sealer for the last 2 days. And let me tell you, whew, it is awesome sauce. And it does take just a few seconds longer when you cut it, but you know what? You are saving time in terms of fraying at the end. So I consider that worthwhile. Blood isn't good. Nancy, I managed to keep it off the carpet, but the bathroom was a disaster. Because it was dripping out of my other hand, and I couldn't contain it anymore, and my son's in the bathtub, and he's like, what's going on? I was like, nothing, don't look. So, and then I'm trying to hide it from my husband so that he doesn't notice, but then my son wants to get out of the bathtub. And I'm like, oh crap, I can't get him out of the bathtub. And so I tell my youngest one, Enrique, I'm like, go get Daddy and ask Daddy to get Alejandro out of the bathtub. So he does so, and I just try to busy myself over by the sink and like turn my back towards them in the hopes that maybe, just maybe, he won't. But then he got curious. He was like, what are you hiding? And then he saw everything. I was like, ugh. So, an impulse sealer. An impulse sealer is just, it's like a vacuum. It's like a bag sealer. I'll show you guys at the end. That little sucker's bulky too. I was anticipating him to be a little lighter than what he is. That thing's hardcore. You could bop somebody on the side of the head and probably knock them out. Not that we're going to try that. We don't want to knock anybody out. Oh no! Oh. Yeah, with the tongue depressor. Yep, able to glue it in 5 stairs. Yep. You know, when I went into the doctor today for a different visit, I told the lab, because they saw my finger bandaged up with the dowel rod sticking out underneath, and she was like, you craft, don't you? I said, yeah, I do. I was like, what gave it away? And she was like, you have a dowel rod sticking out underneath your finger. She was like, that's pretty smart, using it as a splint. I was like, yeah. But she actually told me, she was like, next time that happens, just open a bottle of super glue and put the super glue on it. So I told my husband that, and he wasn't too thrilled about it. Hi, Miss Monkey. But But yeah, he was not thrilled about me putting super glue on there. I haven't done it yet. That's why I've got this handy dandy little hardware, and it's keeping it pretty straight. I hit the microphone, so if you accidentally heard an extra noise, I apologize for that. It's actually keeping it pretty straight. Okay, now that I've got that, let me come over here to the side. I'll put this one in. Let me see where I want to put that rose real quick. My concern putting it out here, it could blow to the side. I think we want to stick it over here in this one. So I'm thinking what I want to do, and it's going to be an experiment, guys, because again, I worked this out in my head. It worked fine inside my head. We're going to find out if it works in theory, like in practice. Not theory. Theory was inside my head. All right, I am going to tighten this just a teeny bit. Hi. Yeah, I'm not all for the stitches either. All right, I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit just to hold the ruffle in there, just a little. Again, this is an experiment. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to put another red one over here so that way we have some. Because what I want to do is I want to put the black rose on top of the red ruffle. So let me put this one in first. I got so carried away putting red ruffles, I may have to take one out at the bottom, depending on how this goes and where I want to put my little black rose at. You guys know how I am. I like to experiment and see what happens. Just throw the mesh in the air, see where it falls. Okay, so here we go. Here's our little rose center that I made on here. In theory, it's going to work out just fine. Let's see what happens. I think I gave myself enough room. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If I didn't, I may have to use a bigger zip tie. I really want to use my rose. So, uh-oh, I'm almost tightening it. No, no tighten, no tighten. You're really going to have to push that sucker in there. Use some arm strength. All right, I think I can make that work. I'm going to tighten it up real good because we don't want that rose popping out. I think I like it. Okay, let me go ahead and tie this off, and I'll show y'all in just a second. Again, this was just an idea. The only thing I may want to try next time is instead of making the rose center with 3 pieces of mesh, I may do 2 and see if that doesn't make it a little bit thinner. Because I'm going to find some more heads, y'all. Mark my words. So, I'm thinking he actually needs to go up a little bit. I wonder if I can push him up. Let's push him up. I think we can. Once we get all the mesh there. All right. So the concept is to kind of use these, and it's hard to see right now because all you're seeing is this mess over here, but we're going to straighten it out in a minute, but these are going to be like our little black dots. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going to work out just fine. You can't fit 10 of them on there, that's for sure, but I think it's going to work out fine. So let's see here. All right. I think the next one, because this is going to get pushed over, and we've got to get the black part here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can't. Let me see what I can do for y'all. Try to do it up a little bit. Okay. I think I want to put the other rose. This is kind of like a experience because I don't know exactly where I want them. All right, so I think the other rose, if we've got one here, what if we put one about right here? Yeah, right around here. So let me see if I've already gotten something in that spot. So, because it's right about here. I may have already filled it, and I may have to put something. I sure did, didn't I? That's okay. I got you. I got you. We're going to work with you, boo. We're going to work. So right, let's go over one more. I don't want to mess my mesh up. There it is. That's the hole I want. Right there. That's the hole I want. And I think what I'm going to do, since I already tightened that down, and I don't want to waste, I don't want to mess the mesh, mess it up, pulling it out. Since these are 4 inches, I'm just gonna push it in here and use that same hole. There we go. Put it in the wrong way, y'all. All right, so now let's get our other rows in here. So let's see if this works the way I want it to. It would kind of work if I had a better finger. But gonna have to do with the way it is for a couple of days. Hopefully that's it. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to heal. They said I should have gotten stitches, but I kind of took care of everything myself. There we go. All right. And we're just going to kind of push him back over. Pull these ruffles back up over here. All right. And I actually want him up just a mite. And once we put the other ruffles in here, that'll work. So now we've got 2 of them going over here. So I'm going to add another one down here. So I'm going to finish up the red ruffles on that side now. So you couldn't find me. Yeah, I'm the late bird on here. All right, we're going to fill in the rest of this, and then right down here, we're going to leave it open for one of those little rose centers. All right, and making the rose center wasn't that hard either, just kind of holding it. I followed the same concept when you're making the rose center on the wreath in the middle. Same exact concept, just in my hand. So, hi, Gene. All right, there we go. It's gonna be a full little guy. I don't know. We've got to figure out what to name him. I originally named her Lucille, but the more I'm looking at her, I'm like, man, you look like a boy. I'm like, we need a different name for you then. You can't have Lucille. So I don't know. All right, there's one hiding over here. Trying to get in here again. I'm just trying to be delicate with my mesh. I'm just trying to be delicate with my mesh without tearing it to pieces. There it is. He's hiding in there. Yeah, I did, and it's making crafting a little challenging right now because the deco mesh is wanting to hold on to the blue cushion that's inside of here. So I think from now on I'm going to have to wear some sort of like glove over that hand. I don't know. So those are called battle wounds, guys. Now you know you're a true wreather when you've got some battle scars to show. Psych. All right, let's get another one made on here. Make a long story short, you know, just sliced it across with the pair of crafting scissors. No big deal. So I got it pretty good. It still doesn't beat the time that I glued a ruler to my arm. But the bright side of it is now I have a heart-shaped scar on my arm. So I guess you can kind of call it like a tattoo almost. There we go. All right. Okay, we got here, got here. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with it. All right, we've got it over here. All right. It's a lot of mesh, y'all. I'm going to have to do a little bit of cutting to get some of the frayed ends off from where my finger rubbed against it. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem. And I do have some gloves, but I don't think they're here. I think they're at school with the guinea pigs. I'll take that off of there. Yeah, you guys saw how that was sticking on there. I hope so. Like I said, this is an experiment, Kathy. So we're going to see what happens. I kind of had the idea for, I'm like, what else can I do besides using little wooden balls for, you know, for the dots. And I decided, I was like, well, let's give it a shot with roses and see what happens. Worst case scenario, you can always just, you know, undo all the zip ties and just throw the mesh away, but I think it's going to be out just fine. And I even got him some cute little wings. So, yeah, I put something on there for, what is it? You can type in lives. I think I put on there, get off of my finger. You can put on there alerts. I think I put all of those on there. So, all right, here we go. And then I know Unique sent one out too. All right, we're gonna fix this guy, spiffy him up in a minute. So, all right, so now I'm thinking we're going to put him right. No, I want to put him further down. What do you guys think? Let me see here. Thing is, we got up there. We go. Yeah, that's where we'll put him. We'll put him right over there. Okay, let's get another red. So. Oh boy, I see where this conversation's going now. I missed part of that. Larry Lulu. Oh boy. This year's biggest seller, huh? I totally didn't mean to go in that direction. I guess it does sound that way though, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Let's see here, Ladybug. That's an L, so yeah, I can see Larry. I don't know. I'm gonna have to simmer on that one and see how I feel about it. All right, so now that we've got the red in there, I'm gonna put the red in there too, and I see that I accidentally put the red. The great thing is, guys, even if you put the red in there and clasp it down and zip it down before you've had a chance to put the black rose in there, it doesn't matter if you're using 4-inch zip ties. Because you can just put another one right on top. Not a big deal. I always tell people, don't stress. Everything's going to be all right. It always is. Everything works itself out. Did you? Okay, because Bev, I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out all that stuff. Apparently I set up some sort of other alert too. I don't know how to get rid of that one, but something. I don't know. Something about a comment thing. I don't know. I've got to get together with Tanya, but it's just a matter of when will I have time to do so. All right, so now I'm going to stick this guy. Let me see where I want him. All right, I've got one here, here. I like to offset him a little bit. So I'm thinking, let's see here. Let's see what it looks like over here. I actually kind of like that. I could put him down here. That could work too. I think I'm going to go for the latter part. I'm going for the outside. Let me get some more zip ties from right behind here. All right, good. I just started off with the ruffle method, girl. That's it. Nothing too complicated. So, and then for the little rose things that you're seeing, that was just kind of on a whim, an experiment to see how it would work. And so I just took 3 pieces of deco mesh, cut 8 inches, and I just created the rose centers with them. And that's what I'm using as the little black thingies on there. So, they need me a Tanya too. I think we all need a Tanya. We're going to put Tanya on alert. She's going to be on standby, 24-hour emergency standby now on. All right, so we're going to tie this sucker down. All right. Come on. This one is a little tight. I tell you what the difficult part on here is the fact that my finger is just getting caught on everything. Ugh. There we go. I got it. It takes a little bit of finagling. We got it though. All right, so let's start moving some of this mesh around over here though. I may end up creating another hole. We'll see. There we go. That's a little better. I'm going to have to fluff him up tomorrow, obviously, but he'll need a little more fluffing. I'm not going to worry about it too much tonight. Let's just get it done and go from there. Although y'all know it's killing me because I want to keep going and fluffing it. I'm going to go to the other side in just a second. I want to trim off that little tail that I'm seeing right there. That bothers me. So I'm going to get in here and just trim this little guy off. There. All right. So here is what we're looking at so far. I'll hold them up for y'all to see. We'll see if our experiment's working out fine or not. I think it is. That's the great thing. You can be creative and do all sorts of stuff. It's just going to need a little bit of fluffing. All right, so this is where we're at so far. You can't see. Let me do this. There we go. Let's try it this way. All right, so this is where we are at so far right now. There we go. I got confused. So we've got our little black line down here. We've got our little dots over here. So let's finish up the other side so we can get a better look. All right, there y'all go. Okay. Hi. All right, so now we're going to finish up this side, and this is what's going to push all that over. Now I do want to figure out roundabouts where are we going to put these little guys at. Because right now it's hard to tell. He's only half done, and between all the mesh right now, it's pushing everything over to the side. I like offsetting it, so I think this one, if this one's up here, I'm going to move this one down here a bit. Or maybe this one to the outside. There we go. I'll start over here at the bottom. I'm going to start at the bottom this time just so I can figure out where I want to put these little guys at. Move all this out of the way. Thank you. All right, we are going to stick this one right in here. All right. Because I want that middle line to be thinner. I don't want it to be, the black line to be real thick. I'm going to go back over there real quick and make sure that I didn't miss. Because I saw a zip tie over here. I want to make sure I didn't miss putting a zip tie in here. No, I don't believe nope, okay, we're good. All right. So let's go a little bit more over there. This guy's halfway done, guys. Probably about another 15 minutes. And then I'll show y'all guys what I did with the wings. All right, we're gonna move this guy over. There we go. I'm trying to get all the way against the black parts done. Thank you, Venus. Like I said, half of what I do is just kind of inside my head, and hopefully it works out right, and if not, you know, I have a private hissy fit later. So, but I think I'll be good here. All right, Miss Kathy, take care. I get it, girl. I know it's late. With my kiddos, this is about the only time I can do it. I can't do it any earlier for now. Hopefully one day I will be able to. Maybe in about another 6 months or a year. So, and I know it's terrible, but my 3.5-year-old just still asks for his bedtime baba. So I don't give him in a bottle, but he does get it in a sippy cup. So I know I've got some habits to break there. But he is our last one. Let's throw some mesh up in the air. Pretty much, when I have an idea and I don't know what's going to happen with it, that's basically what it is. Just throwing it up in the air and let's see where it lands. So, I mean, it can't really go that wrong. All right, here we go. Like I said, once you get to this part, guys, there is so much mesh in here, it gets tight. Even tighter if you're like Nancy, myself, and where's my other young lady who cut herself with an X-Acto knife? We've got like the Wounded Wreathers Club going on here. WWC. It's dangerous, y'all. Wreathing's a dangerous business. I know. I tried to tell myself that when he throws his multiple temper tantrums in a day. Those times it gets kind of difficult. But then the other times he's just so adorable and so sweet. So I guess that's why God made them that way. All right, now that I got that part there, I want to come down here and let me see where I'm gonna put him. I'll move that over there. All right, since we had this guy, like I said, I want to offset a little bit, so I don't want to put it in the same exact position, otherwise it looks a little funky. If we got it here, maybe I'll move this one further in this time. I guess there's really no wrong way to do it. Or I think I might do that. Maybe I'll go that way. Okay, we got it. We're cool. All right. I'm looking at this from the live, y'all, and I'm like, oh man. Maybe, I don't know if I need to zoom y'all out. Do I need to zoom y'all out? Took another pet. I did. I took another pet head. Let me know if I need to zoom y'all out a little bit or if you guys are good. One of these days I'll get myself a cool little Mevo, but those days is not right now. All right, I like it right there. We're going to do it that way. No, I didn't have to have stitches. I kind of looked on Google, and Dr. Google told me to compress it for like 10 minutes while holding my finger up. So I did that. So yeah, and then Dr. Google said if it's spurting, then I should go see somebody. But it wasn't spurting, so we're good. So yeah. And Dr. Google's cheap. Didn't cost me a thing, but my time. All right, so we are gonna, basically, I am leaving some extra room in here when I did the ruffle, and I loosely put the ruffle in, and then I kind of fed the rose center in there. So, all right. And I'm just gonna push him out a little bit that way. And like I said, he's gonna need some fluffing tomorrow. I won't be fluffing him tonight. We're just gonna finish him up tonight. Her up tonight, it up tonight, both up tonight. Doesn't really matter tonight. So, that's about it. All right, let's get it in here. All right, so now, I got my little rose in there. I see another little guy that needs to be pushed in. It's getting tight, y'all. I love it. It's so much mesh. I just can't wait to get his little wings on. And then he can fly away. Yeah, doctors hate it when you tell them Google. It's not like I diagnose myself and then go and tell them what I have. I diagnose myself so I don't have to go. They should be happy with me. I'm doing them a favor. I'm not going. That's the way I see it. Tonight's the night. It's gonna be all right. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, I want to real quick, before I start filling in the rest of this, let me see where the other rose thingy's gonna go. I wish he could have more. I may make another smaller one for the outside later, but I think for now I'm gonna leave it. I think this one, if this one's, okay, so this one's gonna go here. I like this idea here. All right, so if that's the case, maybe put that one, it's gonna have to be around about the same location. Okay, I see which one I wanna use. Okay, and guys, this is really one of those things where you kind of have to feel it out and kind of see where you want to put it. And you may prefer the wooden ones, that's fine. I just wanted to try something else out and see how it worked. I mean, looking at it now, I still like the idea. I just may go for 2 pieces of mesh versus the 3 next time. All right, so now we got that. All right, perfect. Yeah, that'll fit right in there. All right, so I'm just gonna open this up over here. I left lots of space. I just did 1 click for me to hear it. So now I'm gonna push this in. And you don't even see the tails over here because at this point you've got so much mesh in here. There we go. I had somebody ask me if I was going to do a kit for the bumblebee and a kit for the ladybugs. And I was like, I can. I don't mind it. The only problem is the head's got to be a bow because I can't find another head. Coming across these heads is very, very rare. So I got a really good deal on it. And that's another thing. Like if you pay 20 bucks for it, you're going to have to push that cost on to the customer. So I want that way. If this goes out this way, then I want this way here. And then we'll push. Like I said, we'll play with all this later. But you kind of want them to be in slightly opposite directions. So not facing the same way. So, yeah. I know, right? I like it. I like spring. Honestly, I like every season. I do like spring better. Summer, I'm not so hot about because literally it's hot. But I like the rest of them. Here in Georgia, you just don't know what you're going to get. The weather here is like a box of chocolates. I mean, apparently, we got a swimming pool being built in our backyard. Problem is, it's a mud-filled swimming pool full of Georgia red clay, which is not cool for me. Did not enjoy taking the compost out today because I have 2 guinea pigs at school. Is the head made of fleece or felt? It's part of a pillow. I just chopped it off. So I don't know, but it's very soft and cuddly. Very, very much so. Very soft and cuddly. You could actually sleep on the head. The problem is then the deco mesh gets you. So, he is almost done. And I came up with a good idea for the wings. I can't wait to show you guys. And guys, it's so much easier than the whole concept of just, remember last one when I did the bumblebee, I made the wings myself. Out of that paper covered wire floral material. I don't know what you call that stuff, but I can never keep track of the name of it. But I made them myself, and I was like, there's got to be a quicker, easier way to get this thing done than sitting here making my own wings. So, and I did. I figured it out. And I'm pretty sure the more I work with it, the more I'll be able to perfect it. So, I just bought all the rabbit heads from Dollar Tree by my house too. So those are all gone from 3 nearby stores. I'm about to go out and buy up all this other stuff I'm about to show you in a second as well. I know you can order online. Problem is sometimes I don't always need 36 of something or 32 of something. Usually it's 36 of something if you order it. All right. I like working with ruffles. I tell y'all one thing, watching the parts of the ladybug lolly one yesterday, the lolly ladybug, whew, that was something else. I'm telling you, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Holy cow. Yep, cut it off. Don't forget to say that I cut it off savagely, too. Yeah, sometimes you can get them. I didn't think about that. I may have to go check out our local Goodwills and our local... we don't really have a good Salvation Army around here, so I can't do that. But we do have some Goodwills that I could stop by this weekend and check them out and see if I see anything. Who knows? I know this one I got on eBay, and the bumblebee I got on eBay for a ridiculously good price. At least for a pillow pet. Let me phrase that, for a pillow pet. So, no, did I steal my child's toy? Nope, that's a good idea next time. That kind of hurt right there, wagging my finger. No, we got rid of all of Alejandro's cute little baby toys. Like, he's 7 years old now. And we kind of got rid of all that stuff. I kind of wish I would have kept some of it now. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Although Enrique has several Mickey Mouse dolls, and I'm not getting rid of those because I'm actually going to utilize them, because all they've been doing is basically sitting as a decoration. He just was never really that into it. What he is into is this cheap little $3.95 dog that I got him from Walmart on a whim. And he just loves that thing to death. So, all right. Like I said, this guy's going to need a little bit of fluffing out in a little bit. Okay. I stopped for a second there because I want to see. This guy needs to get pushed up. You get pushed down. You get pushed up. You get pushed down. I want to see what I want to do with this one. There. No, I want him on the outside, but up here. Perfect. All right, found his location. 10-4, roger that, got his location. There we go. All right. We're gonna finish up around here. Let's see here. I think that was the one I was using, so let's go to these. I think we've got like 4 more on here, and that's it. And then I'm gonna show you all the wings. I'll post a finished picture tomorrow afternoon sometime. I've got to get a few kits out the door. And then that'll be that. That bumblebee wreath that I made, that thing's sold. That thing's gone. So, that's an idea though, Bev. I think everybody should just go into their child's bedroom or their grandkid's bedroom and just kind of, you know, go through the toy chest. It's like stealing, you know, stealing from a store. It's like a candy store. This time it's like the plush store, stuffed animal store. Oh, smart idea. All right. There we go. All right, there. That's the one I'm going to use right there. So let me go ahead and fill in the other ones then. All right. Okay. And we're going to come up in here. It's a tight little fit. There we go. I think we're down to 3. And then that's it. You guys ought to see the cute freckles on this little guy's nose. It just makes you want to nuzzle his little face. Cut that off. So, and don't y'all forget too, you can go on to uniqueinthecreek.com and you get ready to order those frames. Use code SPARKLES, you'll take 10% off. So, and this one's made on the large flower frame. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. There we go. Last one coming up. I believe. I cut way too much mesh over here. I don't know why I cut that much mesh. Alright, probably because I had a plan for it and I didn't follow through with it, and that's okay. Alright. Okay. And again, the only extra holes I drilled on here were the ones where the leaves were supposed to go on the outside. Well, I keep saying drill. We know I didn't drill them. Alright, so let's stick this guy in, our last little rose here. So, alright, we're going to put this guy in here. And let me see again how I want him to go. I want him to go down a little bit, actually. Alright, so let's put him in this way. There we go. Kind of hard. This one's fighting me a little bit. But we all know I'm a win. Thank you. See? Oh, she won't let you near them? Here's the thing, though. If they have lots of them, they won't even know they're missing. Get off my finger. My son wants me to make him a Fortnite wreath. So I'm thinking, I've got an idea inside my head. And I've just got to play with it for a little bit, kind of like, you know, simmer on it for a second and see how it goes. So, all right, and put this here, move that up here a little bit. I'm about to show y'all guys this little guy. Just want to get him out a little bit. There we go. Move him out to the side a little. All right. Okay. Let me fix up the middle here a little bit. Get this up here. Push the red out. All right. And I told y'all the mesh was going to push his little head up. This is one of those things I'm going to have to hang him up and be able to better see a nice straight line here. But at least I can show y'all that. All right. I did not want him to have a very, very big line right there. All right, got that. Okay. Almost done. All right, I think for now, at least until tomorrow morning, after I've had a chance to look at him a little bit more, I'm gonna leave him alone there. And I'll show y'all guys in a second. I kind of want to move the roses a little bit around some more tomorrow. I like the concept of them, but I think they need to be moved a little bit. I just don't know where yet. I got to figure it out. All right, there. Okay. She'll tell you it's gone. All right, so this is where we are at right now. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit if I can, and kind of back y'all up a little bit. Sorry. So this is where we are at right now. Again, I'm going to be changing those little rose areas in a little bit. So, because I want them moved a little bit, and I may even tighten them up a little bit. I think that's what, yep, that's what needs to happen. We need to tighten the roses up. All right, I'll do that in the morning. So, because look at what the difference it makes. I'm going to see if I can show y'all here. So here, you got the normal size rose center, right? And then, if we take it and we tighten it up, then we get that nice, neat little look that we're looking for here, or at least that I'm looking for here. So I'm just going to tighten these up a little bit tomorrow, and that's going to be easy, just going way down here at the bottom. So not a big deal on that. All right, so let's take a look at the wings after my hand quits landing on everything. All right, let me show y'all what I did here. So, all right. So with that being said, thank y'all guys. Like I said, I'm going to play with it a little tomorrow. I want to tighten each of these, and I'm just going to go in at the bottom. And probably what I'll do is spray paint or rubber band black or something, or get a black rubber band and just tighten them up, and then stick that rubber band over it and push it to the bottom, so that way it stays tighter. I like the concept, it just needs to be a little tighter. Okay, here are the wings. So these came, all right, and they still have a little bit on there, but these came from the Dollar Tree, and they were originally the butterfly wings on here. And they were shaped like a butterfly, a fairy wing, I'm sorry, they call it a fairy wing. And they were shaped like that as well. Let me go back out more. There we go. So you can kind of see how this was it. And all I did was take them outside and spray paint them. And I kind of used spurts of spray paint this time instead of just full on painting them. And then once that dried, I brought them back inside, and I had to kind of clip through all the little mesh that they had holding the four pieces together. And then there was a rubber band under it. I had to open that. And then I used the wire cutters to cut through one of the wires. So make them even with red so they stand above him. Yep. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to take a look. Let's see here. This was the original I got to see which sides they were originally. These two. And you can tell because they still have the little sparkles on it. That's what I like. I love these little designs on here. So, all right, so we're going to take that, and I kind of like that idea. Yep. I think that one might be, there we go, kind of like that. And all you do is unbend them. That's it. All right. All right, so let me kind of put this over here and see where I like them. I like the idea of being a little bit above, so I think I am going to go in that direction. Let me get my little stool. I'm a little short. I can't see y'all. Okay. Yes, I like that. That was a good suggestion. Absolutely. All right, so now let's see which hole that matched up with. Perfect. I see which one right there. Okay. What I want to do, let me see how bendable this is. Okay, it's a little harder than the regular wire, but you know what? That's okay. All right, so let me see the hole again. Got it. Okay, we're going to dump him upside down. All right, and I'm going with this hole here and this hole here. So I'm going to take this here, and I am just going to push it through. I'll tighten it up in a minute. And I'm going to push this one through. Again, I'll tighten them up in a minute. The good thing is, you know, I mean, it's wire, so, I mean, it's easy, you know. You can move it around. You can bend these out, stretch them out some more. So, all right, here we go. Let's do this like I want it to. And I'm going to cut the edges off later. Here we go here. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to cut the edges off later. For now, we're just going to leave it be. Yep. So you kind of got, he's so huge. Okay. I'm going to try to back out a little bit more and try to back him up a little bit. All right. But you kind of see the wings right over there. So it'll be easier as soon as I hang them up in a second. So, and then I'll tighten them down. This is just so that y'all can see. Yep, Dollar Tree kids section. They were actually fairy wings, and they're shaped like fairy wings. But I decided to see what would happen, and sure enough, it's like super thick floral wire, guys. Like thicker than the stems, floral stems. Let me see here if it's just as thick. It's thicker. So the floral stems that you would normally add at the bottom of to create a flower, it's thicker than that, so stronger. So, but this is going to work just fine, and I'll tighten all that up in the morning. Actually, not in the morning, when I get home from work. Let's be honest here. All right, so I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to use the same set on the opposite side. All right. He's getting stuck there. There we go. He got a little stuck. All right, we're going to push this guy in. There we go. These are cute. All right, and then I'm going to hold on to the board down here with my messed up finger and just push it up. I'm probably going to come back with some sort of zip tie tomorrow and just tighten this sucker down, to be honest with you. But it'll do. It's going to do its job tonight. Let's go ahead and get some twine, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all him, you know, and then tomorrow when I get home, I'll be able to move the roses around and add those black hair bands that I told y'all about, because I'm going to have to go to Walmart to go get those black hair bands. I'm not using mine. I have very thick hair. All right. Got that in there. And push that in there. I wish I would have taken a picture of the wreath I made the other day. I'm hoping I'm going to get a hold of the customer and see if she'll take a picture of it, but I made a pineapple wreath the other day. And I wanted to get a picture of it, but I was in such a hurry to get it out the door that I didn't get one. So hopefully if I contact her, she'll send me a picture after it arrives. All right, let me hang him up, and then I'm going to show him to y'all in a second, because this thing's pretty much done. So it's got to have a little bit of, you know, that way you're not just staring at my, there we go. Hi. I'm still wearing makeup at night, y'all, because I haven't taken a bath yet. Okay. All right. I'm just going to move this out just a little, just so y'all can see. Yeah, I definitely want to tighten up the roses a little bit, but I like it. Other than tightening those roses up, it's good. We good. All right. Although one of them kind of looks like a torpedo. Okay. All right. There we go. And go out. And push that down, out. Okay. So we'll figure it out in the morning. We'll figure it out in the morning. In the afternoon when I get home from work. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let me, okay. There we go. Okay, all right. I'm going to take y'all off of there. And so if you're one of those people who get dizzy or something, just kind of close your eyes for a second. I'll tell you when to open them back up again. Yeah. This thing's stuck. Got it. Okay. I got it attached to the microphone, so I got to make sure to be careful as well. All right. I may undo the microphone. I think y'all can hear me just fine. Not a problem. All right, guys. So here is our, let me see if I get a good angle on him. There we go. Here's our little ladybug. I got to fix his little wings a little bit, but he is done. We got to bring this wing up right here. All right. And that's where I'm going to tighten him up tomorrow. But what do y'all think? Isn't he cute? We got to fix the roses on there a little bit, but I love the addition of the hat, of the head. Yeah, I like the swirls. Like I said, they just need to be tightened up a little bit. And then tomorrow I'm going to play with this area right here and spiffy him up, make him available for his photo shoot. So, but yeah, so I'm trying to get it. There y'all go. There, that's better. How's that? So tomorrow I'm going to finish up with the center and get that straightened out and then fix the roses as well. So, but I like that, you know. Y'all got to keep an eye out if you come across any of the pillow pets or anything else